The relationship between Issa and Molly of the iconic Insecure series can be looked at as a breakdown in friends growing in and out of alignment with one another. But a deeper look into the mentalities of each of these feminine dominant women highlights a struggle faced by many others today. What is the right or wrong way to call in your abundance? In this video, we'll be dissecting the lost feminine versus the boss feminine and how each approach differs in energetic balance.
I'm really sorry you saw that. That wasn't meant for you.
Yeah, no shit.
This is Channeling Chinez. Hey friends, welcome back to Channeling Chinez. If you are new here, my name's Chinez and I break down the spirituality and energy behind many of today's modern experiences. And if you are returning here, thank you so much for helping in its continued growth. Before we get into this video, please also be reminded that any celebrities or public figures used in the depiction of these concepts are for entertainment purposes only. Please help me in keeping everyone safe online as we use these videos to heal and build our individual and collective consciousness. And of course, if you enjoy videos like these, please consider giving it a like or subscribing to my channel as it helps me greatly in the algorithm. One of the biggest issues within the friendship of Issa and Molly is that of decision-making and personal acceptance for each individual life path. While Issa struggles with indecision and perpetuating an avoidant energy,
I was trying to get us back to where we were, but I didn't realize it was so hard for you to be around me.
Molly can come off overly decisive and almost anxiously and reflexively going about her decision-making in her own life.
Okay, but that's the way I've been feeling. And this whole thing feels so forced.
Both approaches, however, lack a sense of self-love.
In season 1, Molly is a very successful woman. She is beautiful, intelligent, has a very good job, and seems to have it all together, except for her love life. Issa, on the other hand, was unorganized, messy, in a 5-year struggling relationship, and had a job that she wasn't happy with. In later seasons, we see the tables start to turn as Issa has more success in her career, makes healthier decisions in her love life, and gains more confidence. Molly finds a love with Andrew, aka Asian Bae, and we see her have serious issues at work. Although they evolved individually, their relationship didn't. The gaslighting and passive-aggressive comments are consistent throughout the show without any real confrontation. The stagnation in their relationship showed a lack of emotional maturity on both ends.
Each feminine feels that by making a certain decision or not making a certain decision has something to do with their overall faith in themselves. This not only breeds a dynamic of over self-criticism, but it is also a hallmark characteristic within their friendship.
And you say you're trying, but it feels like I'm the only one who's putting in any effort.
The undertone of behavioral policing may seem like a game of accountability ping pong, but it is actually a fear response from each feminine's inner worry regarding their approach and worthiness of achieving wholeness, fulfillment, and love in their life.
By inviting me to brunch and playing old drinking games, girl, we haven't even talked about what's really going on.
While the lost feminine is often immediately confronted with their participation in codependent dynamics, whether that be within a romantic relationship, job, or other relational interactions that support their codependency.
Because I didn't know you wanted to talk about it. But okay, let's talk about the block party then.
For the lost feminine, this inevitably leads to a disconnection from self and an overall clouded point of view on how to make the next steps in life. The boss feminine, however, has not escaped playing a role in codependency, as her behaviors manifest more outwardly focused, pulling from overactive masculine energy centers and showing up as overachieving, over-strategizing, controlling, and overemphasizing their self-image.
This is bigger than that. We have been off for months.
Yeah, I know. That's why I reached out.
However, the culture of comparison and judgment within their friendship even extends to the other two feminines within their group. While Kelly and Tiffany seem to have a mutually beneficial codependent dynamic, where both friends are more or less on the same energetic page and are pacing similarly in their desired life choices, Issa and Molly feel silently judged by the perception of what the dissension between them means for the larger group as a whole.
But I can't be the only one who wants to make this work, Molly.
This may lead viewers to wonder if this kind of relationship has any real benefit for either feminine.
Maybe who you are now and who I am now just don't fit anymore.
Will the lost feminine always seem flighty and disorganized to the boss feminine? Will the boss feminine continue to feel cold and inconsiderate to the lost counterpart?
I mean, there really isn't much more to say.
In a perfect world, these kinds of relationships can be mutually beneficial when the energy of judgment and criticism is tweaked but not removed. Accountability within friendships is essential in maintaining energetic balance between people, but it also requires an added layer of grace for each party. While the boss feminine has the ability to teach the lost feminine how to gain control of her masculine energy and assert herself, she needs to learn how to do so with a level of detachment from her friend's autonomous choices and ways of doing things. At the same time, the lost feminine possesses the ability to teach a level of softness and self-acceptance to the boss feminine that exists outside of achievements, but may need to seek patience and manage their expectations on whether or not their friend implements these subtle changes. Balancing this kind of friendship by steering away from competitiveness and harshness can be the best way for each feminine to find balance within themselves and in connections with others.
Just say you broke my vase and we
when
cool.
I got there.
Thank you so much for watching Channeling Chinez. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like or sharing it with someone who may need to hear this message. You can stay connected with me at Official Chinez on TikTok and Instagram. You can also book a tarot reading with me or browse some of my products in the links in the description box below. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.